1964, Liverpool Football Club's first league championship of the modern era. It was the start of a quarter of a century of unsurpassed supremacy, as one Liverpool team after another strode majestically to one honour after another, rewriting the record books as the championship titles rolled in. In 1986, Kenny Dalglish, in his first season as player-manager, led the club to their first League and FA Cup double. But a year later, with Dalglish no longer playing regularly and Ian Rush sold to Juventus, there were those who thought the plentiful years were over. Little did they know that Rush's departure would be the prelude to perhaps the finest team Liverpool had ever garnered. Where once they chased Michael Laudrup, they now spent the £3.2 million from the Rush sale on Peter Beardsley, John Aldridge, and, departing a little from the established Liverpool pattern, on John Barnes. The Kop would take all three to their hearts, but on the eve of the 1987-88 season, that celebrated stronghold for Liverpool supporters looked like a building site. An old Victorian sewer had collapsed under the famous terrace, and Liverpool had to postpone their first three home matches. But the question as to how they would go about trying to regain the championship from Everton was first answered in front of 54,000 people in the sunshine at Highbury, where the three new players combined for Liverpool's first goal of the season. Aldridge the scorer, as he would be so often. Arsenal were regarded as genuine championship contenders, and when Paul Davis equalised, you felt that some Liverpool teams of the past would have settled for a draw. But despite their new changed strip, there was nothing grey about this Liverpool outfit. Steve Nicholls' header gave them a flying start to what would be a magnificent season. In September, on Tyneside, the Geordie fans were hoping that Mirandinha from Brazil would replace the departed £1.9 million figure of Peter Beardsley, now in the red shirt of Liverpool. Millions of BBC Match of the Day viewers relished the comparison, but between the teams, there was none at all.
Here's Barnes. Number 7, Beardsley. And there goes Barnes again. Danger here. Aldridge far post. John Anderson and Steve Nicol. What a simple goal for Liverpool, and Steve Nicol puts it away with some aplomb. Beardsley. Nicol. Lawrenson has now found room in the Newcastle penalty area. This is Venison. And here's Barnes. And Aldridge this time, 2-0. 38 minutes gone. Liverpool make it look so easy. Onside, Beardsley. Nicholls in the centre, completely unmarked as yet. There he is again. 3-0. Now, Mirandinha, he's away. And Gillespie's trying to get to him, and penalty. Gillespie on Mirandinha. Here's McDonald. Put away well. 3-1, and hope for Newcastle. And Aldridge releasing Nicol on the far side. Beardsley in the middle. It's still Nicol, he's gone all the way. And that is the hat-trick. What a tremendous personal performance by the Liverpool number 4, the Scottish international.
So who would stop Liverpool? Well, Queen's Park Rangers were the early First Division pacemakers, but when they came to Anfield in October, Liverpool knew that victory would put them on top.
Aldridge pulling away at the far post. He got away from McDonald for a split second. Found Barnes. Barnes cross. Oh, great Johnston! Johnston scores, and this time it counts. Barnes with the kick. Handball, was it? Appears in there. A penalty's been given. And Aldridge has a chance to maintain this remarkable sequence of his. And he drives it into the top corner, even though Seaman went the right way. Beardsley. And now Johnston. Oh, Byrne wanting a long time to clear that. He dwelt on it too long. Barnes. And Barnes again. 3. scorer after a very good 1-2 with John Aldridge. Well, the cop saying easy. It may be now. It wasn't for a long time. Oh, Barnes won it. He won it from Brock. He's got Beardsley going to his left, but still Barnes. That's a fabulous individual goal. A brilliant goal by John Barnes to grace this sort of occasion.
Barnes had not only been accepted at Liverpool, he was well on the way to becoming idolised. Here was a suitable platform for his wide and wonderful range of skills. Here too, an appropriate audience to give due appreciation to an original artist. One spectator in particular must have realised how wisely Liverpool had reinvested that £3.2 million. Especially when they could field substitutes with the reputation of Paul Walsh and Mark Lawrenson. Within 24 hours of that victory, they'd added Ray Houghton to their role of internationals. By November, there was no room to spare whenever or wherever Liverpool were playing. Certainly not at Anfield on Derby Day for a contest of champions. Everton, their appetite sharpened by a Littlewoods Cup victory here 4 days earlier, were in no mood to lose their grip on the championship without competing in the keenest sense.
Free kick given against Reed. Well, that's a nice reaction afterwards. The blue is in the red half. Wilson is being pulled by Nicol. Saved well. That's great. From Barnes to McMahon. And where is the greatest delight? Among the participants, on the bench or in the crowd. It was a great ball by Barnes and a lovely run by Steve McMahon. Got past three players, the pass made the gap, and McMahon found the finish. Southwell to him, with a little bit of a nick from behind, but he really placed it well, did McMahon. Barnes, oh, lovely back heel. McMahon, Aldridge, good challenge. Beardsley, oh, that's a lovely goal. That's a lovely goal. No hesitation there. He really flashed at that. And it flew in. Oh, and he gets a kiss for it. From a man incidentally wearing a blue striped shirt. Look at this back heel. This is magnificent. McMahon, Aldridge makes the first run, number 8. He's challenged by Ratcliffe. And no hesitation at all on the part of Beardsley. Here's Aldridge, got in front of his man. He was blocked, though, by Ratcliffe. And the reactions of a goal scorer were first class.
By January, Liverpool had extended their lead to 13 points, and Arsenal knew their hopes of catching them had almost disappeared when they came to Anfield. This match attracted a record worldwide television audience for a league game, and with Michel Platini in the stand, Liverpool produced 2 goals for anybody's video library.
Winterburn. Adams was up, Gillespie's header out, Richardson shot back, and Hooper stretching, got a right hand to it, as Smith might have blocked his vision. Barnes looking for Nicol. Barnes took on Caesar. Still Barnes, brilliant. Houghton couldn't convert. McMahon free in the way. Tony Adams only got a foot to it. Well, McMahon won that back wonderfully well. Beardsley. Oh, a goal for Aldridge. Right on half-time, it's John Aldridge. What about McMahon's contribution there? Absolutely fantastic. No wonder they're shaking his hand. He won it back on the touchline, motored away, free facing him, into Beardsley. Lukic narrowing the angle at the near post, got a hand to it, but look at Aldridge. That's the poacher's position. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, brilliantly done by Peter Beardsley. A goal designed to bring any ground to its feet. What can you say, apart from pure genius? Beardsley took them all on, went round Michael Thomas, tricked the keeper, and made it 2-0 to Liverpool after 61 minutes.
Now it was a question of whether Liverpool could match or better Leeds United's record of 29 games without defeat from the start of a First Division season, set 14 years earlier. With Liverpool one match short, their record in terms of games won and goals scored already looked superior to that of Leeds. In March, Liverpool went to play Derby County at the baseball ground one Wednesday evening, knowing that a win or a draw would enable them to equal the record.
Barnes from Beardsley. And still Barnes. How did he get that across? Johnston. And... oh, off the line. Johnston. Goal. Craig Johnston put it away after the first shot from Steve Nicol had been scrambled off the line.
A 1-1 draw meant Liverpool now stood alongside Leeds, and a quirk of the fixture list decreed they should play their 30th match on the ground of neighbours Everton at Goodison Park, where Liverpool had won in the FA Cup 4 weeks earlier. But this time, Wayne Clark stabbed in what proved to be the only goal of the game. Clark's older brother Alan had played in the Leeds side that set that record in 1974. Now, he had ensured it would not be beaten. But Liverpool and their supporters didn't let that defeat, nor their second setback at Nottingham Forest over Easter, detract from their desire to win the double for the second time in 3 seasons. Brian Clough's team were their opponents again in the FA Cup semi-final at Hillsborough. A battle of wits between a man who always spoke his mind and a man who usually said very little. Kenny Dalglish let his team do the talking, and at this stage of the season, they were very eloquent indeed.
Gillespie's header. Beardsley, McMahon. Good play by Liverpool. Barnes is on the left wing, running past Chettle now. Well found by McMahon. Aldridge is in the centre. Still Barnes. Penalty. Penalty to Liverpool. Chettle was beaten by Barnes' run, and as he came in behind him, Barnes went down, and Liverpool have a penalty kick. Barnes broke clear from a lovely pass by McMahon. Chettle comes in behind him. Does he catch him there? It would seem that he did. And George Courtney pointing to the spot. And it's down now to John Aldridge, who scores! Liverpool take the lead in the 13th minute. Well, Liverpool calling on all their hardened experience as Forest start the second half in the ascendancy, but this is what happened before. Barnes, Aldridge is there, Aldridge! And exactly the same again. Liverpool come out of defence and snatch a vital goal. And again, Barnes involved, and what a volley from Aldridge. Steve Sutton beaten by a decisive finish, and Barnes combines with Beardsley. What quality there between the two England players, and look at this for the volley. One of the best goals you'll see this season.
Aldridge's goals and Liverpool's devastating form had made light of the absence of rush. Everybody was talking about the new Liverpool and starting to compare them to the teams built by Dalglish's predecessors. Their 3 matches in 12 days against Forest had caught the imagination. So far, Brian Clough had won 1 and Kenny Dalglish had won 1. The forceful figure at Forest was all square with the laconic leader at Anfield. There, Liverpool were to stage the third meeting, a rearranged league game played just 4 days after the semi-final. What a momentous night it turned out to be. Some people called it the match of the century.
So the final part of the Liverpool Forest trilogy. And having seen the first two, I can only hope this one lives up to what we've seen already. Forest in white, attacking the Kop end in the first half. Here's Chettle. Not a lucky ground this though for Forest. They've lost on their last 6 league visits here. That's Des Walker. He skipped past Chettle again. Walker got a foot in and so did Wilson and Beardsley. Now Glover. Fresh pair of legs in the Forest lineup tonight. And indeed he is the youngest player on the pitch. Now Glover and Spackman. Well, he's the only newcomer in a sense to the action between these two teams. Here's Clough. The others should know each other pretty well by now. And Stuart Pearce latching on to a throw from Grobbelaar. Just got a feeling that Pearce has got a lot to prove, because with Kenny Sansom's position being a little uncertain at the moment, Pearce a contender for the England left-back spot, and the man he's playing against tonight on Liverpool's right, in theory, could oppose him in the opening match in the European Championships, because Ray Houghton is a Republic of Ireland international. There goes Aldridge behind Foster. Beardsley's waiting in the centre. Barnes, too long for Houghton. Houghton could well line up on the right-hand side of Jack Charlton's attack in Stuttgart. Ablett. Beautifully controlled by Nigel Clough. And the ball finding Glover. And Clough in space here. Trying to find Webb. Back again with Clough. His technique really is a joy to watch. Webb. And again. In for Wilson. Foul by Glover on McMahon. This is Gillespie. Forward by Foster. Hansen. Walker struggling a bit there. Beardsley. Chettle. Just wonder whether Forest might have taken a slight gamble on Des Walker's fitness tonight. Doesn't look to be moving with quite the normal freedom. This is McMahon. Indeed, he's signalling to the bench already. I don't think this is going to pay off for Forest. I know that Walker had a pain-killing injection before the semi-final, even on Saturday, and they've worked on him again tonight to try and get him fit. It doesn't look to me as though they've succeeded. Havlet. Aldridge. Beardsley. Away from Webb. Rice was in the way. Pearce has made a forward run from left back. Here's Webb. Wilson, they're trying to stay onside. Here's Hansen. Spackman. Rice. And Steve Nicol in quickly on that ball from Neil Webb. This is Ray Houghton. There are 4 Liverpool players to his left. One of them is Beardsley here. Walker in no fit state to continue, certainly without attention. Liam O'Kane on the pitch. It was a bruised ankle, the original injury. Kenny Dalglish had a match last night. He played in the testimonial for John Charles and Bobby Collins at Leeds and helped Ian Rush to score a hat-trick. Well, Walker's going to soldier on for the time being. This is Gillespie. Chettle to Clough, on to Wilson, intercepted by Houghton. Beardsley puts it back to him. And now McMahon. Barnes. That is too far ahead of McMahon and not far enough over for the others. Here's Rice. Pearce. Gary Gillespie. Beardsley's making a run through the inside right position. There he is. Aldridge further ahead of him. And it was Webb that got back. There's Gary Crosby. Such a central figure in the drama so far between the two teams, as indeed is John Barnes here. And Havlet's made the run. This could test Walker's fitness. goes Webb. And now Spatman. Beardsley to Houghton. Foster always favourite to get there first, but Liverpool are cutting off the back pass. So after 10 minutes play, it's Ray Houghton back to Peter Beardsley. Oh, look at that. Still Beardsley. Such a nimble player, and so sure of his own touch. Tricked his way there out of a very tight corner. Look at the little drag back which fooled the Forest defender Pearce, and then the run on and the shot. Forest started the match 14 points behind Liverpool, so only victory here, but it's Barnes for Liverpool. Only victory here would keep Forest realistically in the race, and even that's a slim hope. Crosby's throw, he gets good length on those. Here's Clough. Crosby again. Barnes. Now Aldridge off through the centre. Houghton moving to the right-hand side. Beardsley to the left. In support, McMahon. Still McMahon. Oh, well played, Steve Nicol. Look at this. That possible, and Nicol found the room just at the right time and brought a reflex save out of Steve Sutton. Barnes will take the corner. Aldridge and Houghton are in the 6-yard box, and Gillespie is by the penalty spot. It was a difficult one. Neil Webb got it away. Barnes again. Crosby. Again, and Grobbelaar out, and while still on the ground he managed to find Houghton. Here's Chettle. Aldridge. Chettle. Foster intercepting. Gillespie. What's been so appealing about these matches between Liverpool and Forest this last 12 days has been that both teams have tried to play constructive football along the ground and made it a good spectacle for the spectators. Haven't been too many bad fouls, and that was just a rough and tumble on Nigel Clough by Alan Hansen, but nothing malicious. So 15 minutes gone, and the score 0-0. Pearce with the free kick for Forest. Here's Wilson. Webb. Went straight between Foster and Walker, and Beardsley's away. Although in the end, the two of them got to him. Chettle forward, good ball. Glover, Wilson well advanced in the middle. Clough coming up behind him. Gillespie intercepted and Hansen cleared. Now McMahon. Pearce. Rice. Webb. Oh, nicely done. Neil Webb attempting the 1-2. Aldridge and Beardsley now. Here's Gary Crosby. That was Chettle. To Wilson. And Hansen saw that ahead of Glover. Experience against innocence there, perhaps. Houghton, Barnes. Houghton goes again, he's through. Greyhound. Swift interpassing carves a huge gap down the middle of their opponent's defence. Houghton to Barnes, the return ball, past the outstretched leg, and a goal. It looks simple, but done at speed, it's a great testament to the way Liverpool play. And so after 18 minutes, they take the lead. Through Ray Houghton. To say again, John Barnes played a part in the move, and when you look back on the goals Liverpool have scored this season, he seems to figure more often than not. Foster. Chettle. Crosby. Got it back from Chettle. Gary Ablett concedes the corner. So Barnes will now have some defending to do. Crosby will take it. Foster has come forward. Chettle's in there too. Beardsley had also come back to help, and here's Barnes from a nice touch by Aldridge. Oh, look at that. Spackman now. Liverpool breaking out menacingly. Beardsley's to Spackman's left. The white shirts funneling back. Walker trying to stop Beardsley with Crosby's help. And Pearce as well, but that was Ablett. Barnes. Aldridge waiting. So is Nicol here. I think Forest found out on Saturday that Liverpool are often at their most dangerous when the ball is at the other end of the field. That was proved when Liverpool scored their winning goal at Hillsborough, and it was the case again just then. Houghton's goal, the one by which they lead. So after 20 minutes, Liverpool beginning to set their stall out again. Victory here tonight for Alan Hansen's team would bring his 7th championship medal that bit closer. Here's Clough from Webb's pass. Oh, lost out to Barnes, dangerous. McMahon. Aldridge. Can't afford to give the ball away against Liverpool, especially in your own half. And Nigel Clough looking for Gary Crosby. Forward by Nicol, there goes Houghton. Outside of him is Beardsley. Nigel Spatman's free. Gillespie's moving forward now. Spatman again. Ablett. Shetland. Crosby for Nottingham Forest, trying to do a Barnes at the other end, but look where Barnes was then, having just been up threatening the other goal. He was back retreating and retrieving in his own half. Nicol, Beardsley, Houghton. Spatman. McMahon tries to get behind Chettle. Came off Terry Wilson to Beardsley, and this is Aldridge against Walker. And he was boxed in, was Aldridge. So it's Wilson now, and it's back with Aldridge again. Now Spatman, and this is Barnes. Took it first time with the outside of his left foot. Such a wide range of skills that he possesses. Some players wouldn't have got a shot in here. But he did. Houghton. For Nicol. Beardsley.
Nicely done, but Gillespie read it. This is Wilson to Chettle. Forest looking for positions further forward. Crosby. Webb. Clough. Oh, it might run on for Glover here. Hansen steps across. Corner. Hansen knows that one or two crosses worried Liverpool on Saturday. And up goes Foster. And that's Webb. And just a pause because Gary Crosby seems to require attention. Just think if you look back there, you'll see that Peter Beardsley was the defender who averted the danger following that corner. And the more you see Liverpool play and the more you admire their attacking qualities, you continually find that those same gifted attackers are being asked to do a job back in defence. And it's possibly their overall work rate that has something to say about why Liverpool are the team that they are. There are no stars here. Wilson's in there, half cleared by Nicol. Here comes Webb, and it's Wilson again from Clough's header. Still Wilson. Good tackle by Spatman, and now Beardsley. Hansen forward, Beardsley's touch, McMahon. Houghton. Walker away from Aldridge. Walker still soldiering on. Here's Houghton for Liverpool, and Walker once more. Well, the way he was hobbling after the first few minutes made you think he wouldn't be able to continue as long as this. Nicol, Beardsley, Barnes, blocked by Chettle. Could have been two, but for him. Was a rare event, a Liverpool pass going astray, and Brian Rice is the man on the ball for Forest. But they're not in position for long. Here's Steve McMahon, Beardsley to his right, Aldridge and Barnes making their runs to the left. It's such a mobile forward line, this. The opposition don't know where the next threat is coming from. Beardsley. Free kick, surely. Gillespie is forward. Barnes has gone across to join Houghton. Houghton leaves it for Barnes. And away by Webb. Played by Glover to Rice. Hansen's header back. Houghton to Barnes. Oh, Beardsley! Corner. Great stop by Steve Sutton. Wonderful save. And a terrific move
Barnes to Beardsley, a rifled shot, and a very good tip over. Here's Barnes. And with half an hour gone, Liverpool lead 1-0 and threatened there to make it 2. Gillespie. They come from all angles. And Forest managing to repel them. Here's Webb, a good ball, Crosby. Webb. And Clough. And Grobbelaar able to make the save, but Nigel Clough struck that well. And full marks to Forest, showing that they too can break out of a defensive position to threaten. Free kick. I think Nigel Clough has one quality that Peter Beardsley also has. Doesn't need much time to get his shots in. And Grobbelaar certainly was extended there by the young centre-forward. Nicol. Foster covering the through ball to Aldridge. Chettle. Webb, and Clough was the player on the left. Well seen by Webb. Just a bit too much to do with the bounce of the ball, but some of the passing from both teams tonight is of the highest order. It was Webb who appreciated where Clough was, even though he was, what, 40 or 50 yards away. Good understanding. Spatman combining beautifully. McMahon's shot. Barnes hit the post. It happened so quickly. I don't think anybody was expecting that. McMahon first off, beaten out by Sutton. Barnes left foot, hit the post. And a word too about Nigel Spatman, who played the initial ball at the start of that move, which really set McMahon on his way. Good team play again by the league leaders. To Beardsley. Foster's header out. Chettle. Nicol. Rice in the way. Spatman. Aldridge. Pearce. Now Forest with a break on. Glover's got Clough to his right. And Rice behind him. Pearce. Wilson. Pearce continues his run. Spatman. Barnes. That was Ablett. Clough again. Never stops working, looking for positions. But Barnes too is a bit tight now. This is Spatman. McMahon. Oh. McMahon's having an absolutely marvellous night. Indeed, he's played so well recently. It's only underlining the form that he's been showing for many, many months. Full of appetite. and indeed full of incentive with the European Championship looming up. 10 minutes left in the first half at Anfield. Liverpool lead Nottingham Forest by 1-0. Des Walker is not at full throttle, but he is not doing well to carry on in a defence which itself is under a considerable amount of scrutiny as Liverpool pile players forward from all angles. Hooked in by Beardsley. Aldridge is there. Crosby, a familiar part of the Forest pattern. He loves to knock it out to the right wing. Beardsley, he seems to be able to find space and find Aldridge. And that is another superb Liverpool goal. Peter Beardsley made it, John Aldridge scored it, and as with everything Liverpool do, it looks simple, but it was of a quite stupendous quality. Beardsley in his own half here, hits the ball, 30 yards into the path of Aldridge, who just jogs it past the keeper to make it 2-0. 37 minutes, and John Aldridge scores his 26th of the season. Beardsley with one of the best passes that you will see anywhere, anytime. Well, what are they going to produce next? Offside Aldridge. John Aldridge has now managed to score against Nottingham Forest in all 3 meetings. Courtesy there of this man, Beardsley. And now he goes alone. Still Beardsley. Hit the bar. Barnes. Applause will echo round Anfield, and it's all for Peter Beardsley. But Liverpool don't rest on their laurels. Instead, they come again with McMahon. He's looking for a free kick against Pearce, and it's been given. Well, there have been so many high points of this Liverpool season, and there's so many goals to enjoy again. But there was one that didn't quite finish in the back of the net. But what led up to it? Individual skill that nowhere in the world, surely, would you see better. Beardsley at his best. Barnes can curl it maybe from here. Short, Beardsley's flick, Houghton! So many alternatives. Barnes goes for the low one to Beardsley, the little flick in, and Houghton close and McMahon foiled by Pearce. Gillespie makes a run across. And here's McMahon. And Forest just relieved to stem the tide. Devastating, this Liverpool football. No wonder the crop is singing. Down the 25 years of success they've had here, I don't think there's been a better team, surely. with so much variety and invention. 5 minutes left in the first half. Liverpool 2, Forest 0. And no doubt who the masters are tonight. Houghton, McMahon, Nicol up on the right. They're coming from everywhere. He's not fully fit, but Beardsley is. Still Beardsley. And we're having to go back to sort it out. Walker is handicapped, but that's no excuse in the sense that no one will want to take anything away from the way Liverpool are playing. Hansen, it's almost exhibition stuff. Beardsley back to Hansen, and a desperate tackle by Steve Gentle, I think, deprived the Liverpool captain. Here's McMahon. Barnes. Oh, McMahon, he's put Aldridge in! Pearce prevents what would have been another memorable goal. Could you believe the dummy by McMahon? Sheer instinct. And Aldridge just unable to finish it off. The ground full of appreciation. Barnes. Nottingham Forest are doing their best, but what can they do against this tidal wave? Nicol forward, Aldridge, Houghton. If they got their finishing right, Liverpool might have been 6 up. Well, even the bench surely can enjoy the quality of the play here, as well as checking the watch and making sure that Liverpool stick at it.
Yours, dig it! It's yours, dig it!
Foul. Nottingham Forest at last have an opportunity to set things up in the Liverpool half. Chattel. Clough. Webb and Foster are both forward. And bear in mind, Forest did come from 2 goals behind on Saturday to get 1 back, so they won't regard this as a lost cause. Kick. Just interrupts the flow slightly, but nearly all the play has been in that Nottingham Forest half. Barnes. That's they got the ball off him. Crosby. Stoppage time at the end of the first half, and Forest will be pleased to hear the whistle, I would imagine. At least Liverpool can't get at them in their dressing room. Hansen. Hansen. Rare touch for Grobbelaar, although he did make one very good save from Nigel Clough, lest we forget. Something close to a 45-minute football fantasy. Ray Houghton was at the heart of it. John Aldridge was often on the end of it. And Peter Beardsley was just unbelievable. Liverpool applauded off. But even having seen many of their other performances this season, that in itself was something above and beyond, well appreciated by a crowd who see them go off the field 2-0 up, but it could have been many more. '19-year-old Darren Russell comes on at half-time in place of Des Walker, who had a recurrence of his ankle injury early in the first half and soldiered on until half-time under quite a handicap. There was a quote from the Real Madrid coach Leo Beenhakker at the weekend when Hugo Sanchez scored an amazing goal in Spain. And Beenhakker said they should have blown the whistle, finished the match, taken the teams off and cracked the champagne because it was that good, nobody could follow it. Well, if Aldridge goes on scoring goals like the one tonight and the one last Saturday, they'll think about doing that at Liverpool. It has been champagne stuff virtually all through the season. However, Nottingham Forest will do their best to make a match of this. There's Wilson. There's Spatman. There's Wassell. Spatman. It's a good one. He was caught by Chettle there. It's going to be a free kick in very dangerous John Barnes territory because he tends to whip them in a bit from there. Gillespie comes forward. Foster gets it out. Barnes free on the left wing from Ablett's pass. Gillespie still forward. Barnes and Chettle. Still Barnes. Wilson sticking to the task. Clough to Webb. Nicol. Looks for Aldridge. Offside. Rice's header. Glover. And Rice again. Crosby's coming in from the far side. Clough's at the near post. Alan Hansen's clearance. Corner. Foster is forward. And there he is, in fact. Back again with Rice. Corner again. And here comes Wilson. And Aldridge. The best of clearances. This is Rice. Pearce. And Glover. Lee Glover, 17 years old still, one of the promising Forest youngsters, and while we're talking about that, they're rebuilding, or rather, I should say, building for the future, with the likes of Nigel Jensen and Gary Parker having been signed and yet to come into the side. Here's Webb. I think Forest will see this season as part of the learning process for their young team, but it could reasonably be expected to end with perhaps second place in the First Division. Could be a battle between them and Manchester United. But for his team, the Championship beckons. Spackman. Webb. Crosby to Clough. He'll want the return, Gary Crosby. He's got Glover inside him, so Webb as well. And a little bit more experience. This lad will prove himself quite a handful, as he has on occasions already. Russell with Aldridge. This is Glover. Webb. Wilson. Pearce. Quite a spirited start here by Forest to the half. This is Clough. And it was Houghton that got back to make the challenge. A goal kick's been given, which seems to have surprised Nigel Clough. I have to say, from my rather long-range position, it surprised me a bit. Neil Webb put a lovely ball through. Nigel Clough was onside. Perhaps he felt he was fouled. Here's Crosby. Shettle. I'm sure Brian Clough said something like, don't stand back and admire Liverpool, get at them a bit, because that appears to be the pattern now. Here's Nigel Clough. Spackman to Barnes. Ablett. Barnes and Wilson. Played by Ablett to Beardsley. Foster's with him. To throw. Foster clears. Crosby. Forest finding a bit of space now. This is Webb. Wilson. Slipped, and that gave McMahon possession onto Spackman, and now Houghton. Spackman again. Barnes takes over. It's a lovely ball. McMahon out. Was it? Oh, apparently not. The linesman's in a far better position than me. This is Glover, fouled by Gillespie. And then by Spackman, actually, after the decision had been given.
this. Clough, good touch. Wilson. To Gary Ablett. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, Ablett offside. Actually scored the first senior goal of his career against Forest, Gary Ablett, in this corresponding match last season when Liverpool won 3-0. And he was hopeful of putting them up 3-0 up this year when he joined the attack there. Wilson. Clough, maybe conscious Forest that Liverpool did lose a 2-goal lead in their last home match here on Easter Monday. They were 3-1 up against Manchester United, playing, it seemed, terribly well, and then finished up sharing the points in a 3-3 draw. So just wonder whether Forest might be able to carve something out for themselves here, to being on the receiving end for so much of the first half. We've been playing 10 minutes in the second. Rice. Webb. And now Barnes. Just sit back and enjoy this. Aldridge. McMahon. This is Darren Russell. Terry Wilson's made a forward run, and so too has Glover. Spackman. Forward by Ablett, onto Foster's head. Gillespie. Spackman. Back to Gillespie. Only Aldridge forward at the moment. And referee decides that Glover caught Gillespie as he had the shot. So it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Nickel. And Houghton. Aldridge is in there. So is Beardsley here. Still Beardsley. Good save by Sutton. Beardsley denied after more trickery in the penalty box. Spinning virtually on a sixpence there. Barnes working it to Houghton. Aldridge. Gillespie! Decisive finish. And the move so fast from the corner that all Steve Sutton had done earlier was wiped out in another bewildering piece of Liverpool football. No wonder the goalkeeper shakes his head. How do you cater for this? Worked in from the left. And after 58 minutes, Gary Gillespie makes it 3-0. Gillespie's second goal in consecutive home games. He scored against Manchester United. Now here's McMahon. Ray Houghton was again instrumental in that move. And isn't that again
a Liverpool trademark. The opposition perhaps just slightly relaxing or heaving a sigh of relief after the goalkeeper had done so well to prevent Beardsley scoring in the first place. Within a matter of seconds, the ball is in the back of the net anyway. Webb. Well, it was 3-0 here last year. You have to go back an awful long way to the end of the 60s, no less, to find a Nottingham Forest victory in the league at Anfield. Offside against John Aldridge. Liverpool will have respect for the way Nigel Clough has played against them, even though it would appear, as on Saturday, he's going to be on the losing side. Certainly, everything he's done has been neat and purposeful. McMahon to Beardsley. Corner to Liverpool. Played short to Barnes. Here comes Nicol. And this is Glover. But Forest can't keep possession for long enough to get players out of their own half. Clough, they might now. Webb, Glover. Offside was given by the linesman on the far side, Dave Orrell of Wigan. Gillespie's tackle. Liverpool need just one goal now to equal their best of the season. They've had several fours, but never more. Here's Wilson. Pearce. Oh, well played. Stuart Pearce again. Crosby coming in from the far side. Glover tries to get there, and Gillespie clears. And just look who kept the ball in there. Peter Beardsley on the far side, even though Ablett couldn't. Glover. Oh, what a good effort that was by Neil Webb. He struck that ever so well. Out of very little, really. Hansen. Anxiety is set in a bit there as Foster, whose attempt to thwart Aldridge ended in a corner. Only Aldridge actually is in the penalty area for Liverpool at the moment. Flags up. Don't think the linesman's happy about the position from which that corner was taken, is he? Dennis Hutchinson with the yellow flag is saying that maybe the ball was not in the quadrant there. Well, he's found a way of stopping Liverpool anyway, hasn't he? Barnes to take the corner. Beardsley by the penalty spot. Same again.
Shatner's gone in there to join Aldridge in the 6-yard box. Darren Russell, 3 in a row. This is all about the delivery by Barnes. If the quality of the corner kick is that good, defenders are fully stretched. Goal kick this time. Forest beaten only once in their last 11 league games, but finding themselves 3-0 down here. Foul by McMahon on Clough, although actually McMahon seems to have got the worst of it, holding his left knee. And Steve McMahon could be forgiven for getting a little anxious when he gets an injury, because 2 years ago, when Liverpool won the double, he was hurt in the FA Cup semi-final and missed out on the run into the Championship, and indeed at Wembley, where he was only the substitute against Everton, unused. He very much wants to be part of it this year. Kenny Dalglish's subs tonight are Craig Johnston and Jan Molby. Indeed, the Danish manager is here, hoping to get a glimpse of Molby for the European Championships, but McMahon won't come off easily. Chettle. Ablett. Webb. McMahon finds Aldridge. Spatman. Offside, surely. Aldridge was going through a finished time by his standards a week or two ago, but he scored, what is it now, 4 goals in these 3 matches against Forest, 2 of them penalties. Glover. Wilson coming through. The sportsmanship in the 3 matches between these 2 teams deserves a mention. There's hardly been a bad foul, because both Liverpool and Forest have concentrated first and foremost on playing football. Hansen now. Beardsley. Oh, look at this. Alan Hansen, the captain from the back, and he was so unselfish. He couldn't quite find Aldridge. Free kick against Houghton, but Hansen, I wonder if a forward in that position would have been tempted to go for goal anyway. Alan Hansen was so aware of Aldridge's position, he decided to lay the ball off. But he played a lovely move with Beardsley first off, and then as Sutton narrowed the angle, he tried to square it. Halfway through the second half, Liverpool 3, Forest 0. That was Gillespie's through ball. McMahon had made the run ahead of Foster, who got a foot in at the last moment to repel yet another Liverpool thrust from the middle of the field. And it's won back by Beardsley for Houghton. Webb. Hansen, a foul on Clough. Crosby. Good play, Clough's touch, and again.
Hansen trying to get the ball clear, and finally it was Barnes. The Forest faithful haven't quite managed to fill the visitors' area tonight, so the crowd is not quite capacity, but it's still a very healthy figure at 39,500. Forward by Spatman. Liverpool supporters could be forgiven now for doing their sums and working out exactly when the championship will be achieved, and if this goes Liverpool's way, as it looks like doing, 1 point at Norwich next Wednesday would virtually seal it. But I suspect the major celebrations would be left for the home game against Tottenham here on Saturday week. Was Hansen giving another warning shove to Nigel Clough, who has been on the receiving end once or twice. Doesn't seem to complain very much. Here's Chettle. Well played, Crosby. Well played, Aldridge and Barnes there, both in the left-back position. Doesn't that say something about Liverpool's teamwork? Wassell with Beardsley. They all do their bit here. Nickel. Actually, Nigel Spatman played that ball back, and you just begin to think about the competition for places here, because Ronnie Whelan's going to be fit in a couple of weeks, he feels, and Nigel Spatman's got to just keep his own performances up to keep his place. Wassell. Foul. This time it's Nigel Clough penalised for the challenge on Gillespie. Beardsley. That's McMahon. This is Aldridge with Wassell. McMahon again. Barnes. And still McMahon involved. Houghton. Working hard to try and find a way back for Forest. It's a very good pass again from him, but Glover would never have had a chance of beating Grobbelaar. Webb certainly coming more into the game. Ablett. Aldridge. Crosby and Barnes. They had quite a contest on Saturday when Barnes kept getting back in front of Ablett to defend against Crosby. On this occasion, it was a foul on the Forest winger. But he's quickly back in the action. Finding Chettle. Webb was outfoxed there by McMahon. Running to his right is Beardsley. Houghton in the middle, so is Aldridge. Pearce on Beardsley, free kick, just outside. It's going to be classed as obstruction by Roger Milford, which means it's indirect. So does Barnes join in this? No, it's Nicol. I think he would have expected to perhaps get his shot on the goal from there. Nice little layoff. Just over a quarter of an hour left. Liverpool 3-0 up. This is McMahon. Houghton. Rice. England versus Scotland for a moment there. With Nicol and Pearce. Disappointed, he thought that was a Forest throw. Here's Houghton. Nicol. It will be now. McMahon, Aldridge. Houghton taking over. And Forest with a chance to break through Webb. Mistake by Spatman. Webb picking it up from Crosby. Finding Pearce here. And out wide is Rice. Wilson. That's where Liverpool often get the interception. Beardsley's off, testing Foster. Football is so crisp and clean between these two teams because passing is the name of the game for both of them. Ray Houghton finding Nigel Spatman. Barnes against Chettle. Oh, look at Barnes here. They're waiting for the pullback. Beardsley! Oh! A glorious goal again for Liverpool, and the England forwards conspire to produce another marvellous moment. Barnes through the legs of Chettle, past Crosby, pulls it back, and Beardsley drives it unerringly into the corner. to make it 4-0 on 79 minutes and get the goal that his performance so much deserves. And the substitution by Liverpool as Steve McMahon, who did take a knock, comes off and makes way for the last 10 minutes or so for Jan Molby, who's being watched by his national team manager, Sepp Piontek. He's come over to see whether Molby is in the right state of fitness and frame of mind to be part of the European Championship squad. Come to talk to him as well as to watch him, because that will only be for a few minutes. Well, Beards has had some night, and he's capped it now with a goal. Is saying we want 5, because despite the fact this has been an all-conquering season by Liverpool, they haven't scored more than 4 in one match. So as the fans swap chants and wave to Bruce Grobbelaar, they'd like to see Liverpool run up their best total of the season. Here's Nicol. Nicol again. You should think when you look back on that 4th goal that Steve Chettle is sick of the sight of John Barnes. He gave away a penalty trying to stop him on Saturday, and there Barnes pushed the ball through his legs, and that's what everybody likes to see, isn't it? The ball cut back from the goal line for the oncoming forward to get his shot in, and what a good one it was too by Beardsley. Here's Spackman. Barnes. Spackman goes again. Houghton! There's a good chance. Another scintillating move. Nigel Spackman thrusting forward, playing the 1-2 with Barnes. And look again how the player hanging off there had found space for himself. Clough. Liverpool marching towards their 17th championship. And these loyalists here have got their views on Liverpool teams of the past. To all personal opinion, as Kenny Dalglish is quick to tell us. But I haven't seen a better Liverpool side than this in the last 25 years. Here's Hansen. Barnes. They're piling forward again in the middle. It's going to come off Pearce's head. Webb. Now, Lee Glover was in his own half, so he must be onside. Steve Nicol got back. Molby. Slightly eccentric moment from Grobbelaar, but no one's complaining about that. They might if Forest scored. This is Webb, and here's Clough. And Nicol has made 2 timely challenges back there in the last couple of minutes to deny Forest a possible consolation goal, which is all it would be, surely.
what the Wimbledon players are thinking if they're watching this. They've got quite a good record against Liverpool, actually, so no one must take the cup final for granted. Far from it. Question perhaps of whether they can stop Liverpool from playing their way. We shall see. That's all in the future. Here's Chettle. Wassell. Barnes to Mulvey. Even then, Barnes kept possession. Nicol. Houghton. There's always a red shirt to spare, isn't there? Ablett. Beardsley back again to Ablett. It's too long. With just a bit more care, if one dare make that sort of comment when they played so wonderfully well, Liverpool could have run up a very high score here. And we're going to see a second change. Ray Houghton is coming off to give a run to the second Liverpool substitute, number 12, Craig Johnston. Kenny Dalglish giving all 13 a run tonight. And that's a foul by Gillespie. Clough takes it quickly into Webb. Just under 5 minutes to go at Anfield. Liverpool leading Forest by 4 goals to 0. But here comes Crosby for Forest. Oh, and Nicol got that away from Clough. Corner. A smile from Grobbelaar. A pat on the back for Nicol. Foster and Chettle are both in there. That was Chettle, that was Foster, but Nichol's there again. He's made now 4 clearances in the last 5 minutes. New ball is called for. Now can Forest just register one last effort? Chettle, Hansen, Pearce. Pearce is shot. Crosby to Webb. Liverpool unbeaten at Anfield in the league now for over a year. Wimbledon, their cup final opponents, were the last team to win here in Division 1. And beaten only twice, of course, in Barclays League matches this season anyway. Aldridge chasing here, came off Foster. Chettle. Oh, well played, Spackman. And Beardsley, and Spackman. And Aldridge! It's 5! And Aldridge is counting up the goals against Forest. Here we go again. Beardsley, Spackman, Aldridge, and nothing Wassell or Pearce could do about it. Couple of minutes from the end, John Aldridge gets his second of the night. Nigel Spackman very influential in the move and unselfish. And Aldridge now has scored 5 in 3 games in this Nottingham Forest Liverpool saga. Webb, it's also Liverpool's best win of the season. Go one better yet. Beardsley. Johnston. Aldridge now, of course, is on a hat-trick. His total for the season is 27. And who said they couldn't replace Ian Rush?
scenes of celebration, and richly merited. Clough. To all intents and purposes. Technically there'll be one result away from it after this, but this is a championship performance without a doubt. It's offside against Nigel Clough. Long ball by Jan Norby. Wasn't that well delivered? Except that the linesman on this side was flagging for offside. We're adding on time for stoppages now. And the Liverpool anthem booms out again. But it surely hasn't saluted a more complete side than this. Crosby. Foul. John Barnes on the edge of the area on Gary Crosby in injury time. Webb moves away as the wall forms. Clough and Pearce behind the ball. This is Pearce. Grovelar's clean sheet looks like being protected. Thunderous cheer for another championship performance from Liverpool. John Aldridge scores 2 of the 5 goals. Peter Beardsley excels again. And although Liverpool are not mathematically certain of the championship, that will surely come next week. They've proved tonight they have no peers in the modern First Division.
The whole country was enthralled by that exhibition. It left many good judges speechless. Others searched for the right words.
Well, it's hard to describe, actually, because I think that's one of the finest exhibitions of football I've ever seen in my life. It was absolutely tremendous. I mean, well-deserved, and, you know, the skills and the speed the game was playing at was absolutely tremendous. And I came away thinking, well, I've been really entertained, and I'm sure that the whole of the spectators here saw an exhibition tonight that they'll never be bettered at, I think.
The championship now was a formality. It was settled against Tottenham at Anfield, ITV's cameras capturing an impudent goal by Beardsley, which said much about his contribution to Liverpool's season. It confirmed Liverpool's 17th championship, their 9th in 13 seasons. They lost only 2 matches in their entire First Division programme. That too equalled a modern record, set by Leeds in 1969. Liverpool themselves cared little about the statistics or the comparisons. They had brought their supporters more success, and with it, a harvest of entertainment and fun. Even the manager got excited at times, as his team produced a quality of football that previous Liverpool sides would have found hard to match. Even the 1979 team, in which Dalglish played. The 1988 vintage packed stadiums week in, week out, and furthered the close rapport between the mighty Reds and their followers. As Alan Hansen lifted the trophy, one question remained unanswered. Could Liverpool complete a unique second double? Their opponents in the FA Cup final could be said to come from the other side of the tracks, and not for the first time, Wembley did the favourites no favours.
Yes, he was caught. Russell's gone. The referee will have to pull it back. He's already given the foul by Andy Thorne. Beardsley distressed. Sanchez caught Young and Fashanu in there. Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez. There is Aldridge, Beardsley. Well, he might score here. Penalty. Goodyear on Aldridge. Wimbledon protest at the decision. Goodyear thinks he played the ball. And here we have high drama because Aldridge, who I think might have been replaced a moment later, is the penalty taker. And never has a penalty been missed in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Besson thinks that, or thought the kick might go to his left or the right as we look if Aldridge decides to go the same way as in the semi-final. He did, and he saved it and made history. The first time ever that a penalty kick has not been converted in the FA Cup final here. And Besson did guess right. His homework paid off.
Second best on the day, but second to nobody over the season. Liverpool's 1988 championship team had a gloss which will never wear off in the minds and memories of those who witnessed their glittering football. The names will be rooted in Anfield folklore. Grobbelaar, goalkeeper of courage and character. Barry Venison, valuable early on at fullback. Steve Nicol, shining in his consistency. Gary Gillespie, patient for so long, but now a fortress, with Alan Hansen, who won his 7th championship medal. A medal too for Mark Lawrenson, though injury closed his career. Gary Ablett showed Liverpool can produce their own. Nigel Spackman, unnoticed, unfussy. Craig Johnston, energetic, enthusiastic. Steve McMahon, perpetual motion personified. Ronnie Whelan, excellent before his injury. Ray Houghton, his passing added a new dimension. John Aldridge, in a rush to score goals. Peter Beardsley, the little perfectionist, and everybody's footballer of the year, the explosive, exceptional John Barnes. Perhaps it wasn't just their nationality that Kenny Dalglish had in common with that great Liverpool manager of the past. Bill Shankly, who started the championship parade in 1964, once said, "This is our bread and butter. Cups are all very well, but the league championship remains Liverpool's #1 priority." Having won the title 17 times, surely they'll be crowned the team of the century.